3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Film, where we break down films in the way anyone can enjoy. Whether you're new to movies or a seasoned fan, you're in the right place.
Yes, you are.
And also in the right place. To my left, I got my boy, Isaiah ZDB Aramiya. How you doing, buddy?
Chilling.
doing?
It's my last week before I go back to school.
Oh.
And it's all back.
Oh,
the
no.
grind is here. But I had a good week.
Mm-hmm.
I watched a few good movies.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, this is going to be sad. Can I tell you something really fast? Ready?
Mm-hmm.
I started playing this video game called Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, probably a while ago.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. And I have 40 hours in 2
Played?
weeks. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Is that like a lot?
That's a lot. That's too much. I think I had a day where I probably played it for 5 hours straight. I had nothing going on, nothing to do. I did my things in the morning. I was like, all right, this is what I'm going to do. And I literally didn't stop. And it was the funnest thing. I'm addicted. I need someone to talk to about it because I don't know a single soul playing it, but I'm having a blast. So let me know in the comments. Do you like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? Because I do. Because I have 40 hours. I have 40 hours, Phil.
Yeah.
I'm not even halfway.
You're not even halfway?
I think I might just be halfway.
That's why I can't get too in the video game sometimes. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just that I always fear that I'm never going to finish a game. And it's just going to be like 80 hours that I still have to do with it. And I'm just like, I'm good.
Yeah. This is
Not in a bad way, though.
This is more of like a thing where I'm like role playing because it's like an RPG. So I'm like kind of like not really focusing on story. I'm just kind of like immersing myself in the world. I'm just hanging out, you know? I'm just helping people, you know, doing my thing. So, yeah.
Okay.
How was your week?
It was pretty calm. Like now we're getting into the workflow. Got a lot of people I gotta help make payment plans with, but it's going pretty. Maybe I'm a little nervous. Maybe just think about it now. Maybe I'm a little nervous.
Nervous.
I'll be ready for that rush.
I'll be ready.
But you know what I'm always ready for?
What are we always ready for?
Some movie announcements.
Oh, we're always ready for the movie announcements.
Always ready for some
So what
movie
happened?
announcements.
What got announced?
Stuff came out today, actually. Today. A big one that is a little bit of speculation, but apparently James Cameron, I almost said James Gunn, kind of confirmed it.
Ooh.
Michelle Yeoh casted in Avatar 4 and 5 as an avatar.
I did see that. I actually did see that today.
Now, this is, I don't want to say it's a rumor or something like that. I want to say because he said it himself, but does that mean that we're getting Avatar 4 and 5?
Oh, we're 100% getting 4.
Or does that just mean she's casted and maybe it's just...
We're 100% getting 4. She might be signed for a 4 and a 5, I would guess. But if 4 doesn't perform well, I doubt we'd get a 5, you know?
I don't think any of these movies cannot perform well.
That's true. What is this movie at? It's like 1.7 billion, 1.6?
I think 1.3 or 1.4. I don't know if it's at 1.7 yet, but still, $1 billion off the bat, that's incredible.
$1 billion easy. That's crazy.
I told you.
You know what's funny is it's the lowest making Avatar movie because the other two have $2 billion, and that's like, oh man, it's the lowest making, but it's still made more than most movies do now.
I'm about to say, like, that's just incredible.
Yeah,
But I don't think these movies can ever fail. But if she's in it, I'm very excited because her as a Avatar would be nuts.
Yeah, I'd be sick.
I'm just scared on if she's either going to be part of, like, the Magwan clan or actually like the peaceful Na'vi clan.
She'd have to be a good guy, I feel like.
I hope, bro. I hope. I love Michelle Yeoh.
I would like to see her play a villain, though. That'd be pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts?
No, that's it, man. We don't know anything. You know what's so hard about Avatar is there's no source material we could just be like, oh yeah, maybe she's playing this character. We have no idea.
That's what I love about it, though.
Yeah, it is nice.
I always get to guess until that trailer comes out.
Yeah. But what's the other thing?
Last one. Kevin O'Leary wants to continue acting and play a James Bond villain.
Ooh.
What do you think about that? Kevin O'Leary is the guy who is on Shark Tank, and he also was in Marty Supreme.
Now, here's the thing, right? I have never seen a James Bond movie.
Oh.
Still, you know? And we're going to talk about that in what we've been watching. Not saying I watched a James Bond movie. I still haven't seen a James Bond movie.
No,
but there's something I want to bring up to the camera and to you, and we're going to embark on a project.
Okay.
Anyways, regardless. Cool. I think what's really interesting about, Hollywood right now is there's a lot of, like, buzz and conversation about just doing another James Bond.
Yeah.
And it's cool to see a character that's lived for so long still kind of being relevant, like very relevant. Like everybody wants to be in a James Bond movie.
Oh, yeah.
Whether that be Bond himself or some sort of villain. And I just think that's really cool, you know? That there's still excitement there for something that's like probably most would consider like, oh, it's so old, you know, but it's still, it's still iconic, you know?
It's incredible, man. I actually would love to see him if he wanted to be a James Bond villain. I could see him doing it, and I also would love it because especially in Marty Supreme, I could see a little villain in him. I could see it. And also, like, all the villains are usually, like, rich, like, a-hole or whatever type of dude. So, I mean, kind of fits the description. So, hey, if you want to be a James Bond villain, I totally support you.
You
totally.
have my consent. You have my consent to be a James Bond villain.
But yeah, I think it's cool, and that's kind of all I have because I don't know.
Light week. January usually light. You know, not much to talk about, but it's fine. It's fine. We're here. We're hanging out. Phil, I don't remember. What are we moving on to next then?
We are moving on to your favorite section. What we've been watching.
All right, you go first because you said you didn't have much. I watched 3 things. You said you watched one. Okay, what have you been watching?
I have been doing a rewatch of Stranger Things season 1.
That's right. I forgot you're doing that.
And I'm just going to say 4, because after doing this rewatch, I am never watching season 5 again.
Dang!
I'm only watching the 50 minutes at the end of it, and I'm calling it a day. Oh my gosh. This show is so much better than I remember, bro. It's so much better. If you ever do your rewatch, you will appreciate and you will understand why people hate season 5, because it's very valid. Watching season 1, obviously very good. I love how it's what the heck is going on. Season 2, still what the heck is going on, but you still understand a little bit of what's going on, which is crazy. Season 3,
peak.
I remember I told you, I'm a little hesitant on season 3. Season 3, I like now more than season 2.
It's so
season
good.
3 was nuts, and you were right. The whole bodies thing turning into the mind flayer.
It's the coolest thing they've done.
That, I don't know how I missed on the craziness and the coolness of that, but that was so nuts, bro. Like, I still think it's really cool, and I'm sad that the way 11 lost her powers sucks.
Yeah, because she's moving in season 3 like no other, bro. When she's holding the monster and she's just like throwing him around the room, I'm like, bro, why didn't we get that in the final season? Genuinely.
So then the ending, and I think that's another thing I appreciate season 3 also. The ending, the finale to season 3 was a perfect finale in my opinion. Perfect to end it there and then just give us that, like Hopper's gone, I'm so sad. But then I'm thinking I don't even have to watch season 4. I watch episode 1 of season 4. I start that little bit. Once again, I remember why season 4 is my favorite season of Stranger Things. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Like, to get me that excited, especially for a villain, for new like characters that came in, those a-holes in high school. And
it's always the basketball players.
Oh, well, not even just that. Even the people bullying 11 over in California. Oh, yeah. They suck even more, but season 4, definitely 1000% the best episode. I recently just stopped at episode 5. Nice. That's where I'm at.
I think you're almost done.
Yeah, I got past, I finished the episode with Max running up the hill, and bro, like, it's very valid now why people are hating season 5.
You wouldn't even consider rewatching at least the first 4 episodes of season 5? Because I feel like the first 5 episodes are at least on par with.
I can't do it, man. I really can't do it. I'm very upset now after watching these 4 seasons again, but I do appreciate Stranger Things way more.
Yeah.
Like, my rating has gone up a little bit, and I think you guys are valid. I think you guys are valid on hating season 5. It really is a mess compared to the first 4 seasons. But yeah, that's what I've been watching. Literally just that. I've just been binging Stranger Things. I've been trying to finish it. My bad.
I'm on 3 things, right? 3 things right now. Firstly, me and my friend, since our senior year of high school, so probably 2 years, we have been trying to watch all of the Fast and Furious movies. Ooh. He has seen all of them. I had seen none of them at that point.
Really?
I watched 2 more. I had seen the first 6, 1 through 6, and I finally watched 7 and 8. All right? Here's my brief review on both. They're incredibly stupid, and they're awesome. I freaking love these movies so much. I genuinely don't understand. No, okay, I understand. The first Fast and Furious and I think Tokyo Drift are classics.
Yes.
Hands down. They're great racing movies. They're great, like what Fast and Furious was, they did that great.
Exactly.
Those 2. The second one, not good. I think it's awful. But I think it sucks. Respectfully, it's awful.
I understand.
Fast 5 is when they take it up a notch and it kind of feels a different movie.
Yep.
But it has so much sauce, I can't help but be like, oh, this is sick.
Yep.
Fast 6, I'm like, all right, it's not as creative. Pretty lame, you know? It's good, it's fine, it's whatever. Fast 7, I was like, This is the one I just watched. I'm like, dude, when they're going building a building on the car, I'm like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. And then I watched Fast 8, and I'm like, you know what? I don't get the hate, because I actually like Fast 8. I think it's actually Vin Diesel. It was the first time I was watching it. I'm like, oh, you know what, Vin Diesel? You're kind of doing something for the first time ever. My friend pointed out that Vin Diesel talks in 0.8 speed, and I literally can't unsee that. Every time,
that is true,
dude. Every time he talks so slow, and he says something that just like doesn't make any sense. He'll look at you and be like, "The streets always win." What does that mean? What does that mean? Or the sins of London have come back for us. What are you talking about? Like, this guy's not serious. But I felt like it finally like pushed him to have more facial expressions than just this. You know? And he's like actually like emotional in that movie. You actually see a tear drop from his eye, and I'm like, you have the chops. You can maybe kind of sometimes act. Fast 7 and 8, I think, are perfectly fine movies. I understand anyone that specifically hates 8. I think 7, there's a lot of emotional value there because that was Paul Walker's last movie.
Yeah.
But I think 7 and 8 are very much weird and dumb and insane.
Yeah.
But there's something about them where I'm like, this is still awesome and I love this.
I hate number 8.
Really?
I'm sorry, I hate number 8.
Why?
That whole scene where it's like Taj and all them talking, they're like, bro, what if black people are just invincible? And then it just goes ahead to show the most, like, what's the word? The most plot armor ever witnessed in the history of movies. So he's standing there and the car crashes and you're thinking it hits him and he's like walking behind it. I was like, so that's how this movie's gonna go.
Every time I'm like, oh, he's dead.
And,
like,
you know the craziest thing? You know how this movie had the worst plot armor of all time? They put duct tape on a car, shot the rocket to it, and went into space. Nothing happened.
That's not 8. That's not 8.
That's not 8?
No, that's not 8.
I could have sworn that was 8.
That's 9. Because I haven't seen that yet.
What are we at now?
We're at 10.
We're at 10?
Yeah, and I haven't seen those yet. You're thinking of 9 or 10. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, it was probably 9 then.
I'm pretty sure 9.
It was probably
8
9.
is when they end the fight on the snow area, and they're fighting all those dudes trying to get the nuclear launch codes.
Oh my
because Vin Diesel stole them for this one lady, and all she does that whole movie is just say one-liners. Like, it'll cut to her in her little like ship, and it'll be like, "Come to mama," and I'm like, dude, shut up.
What happened to drifting? Can we go back to drifting? Like just racing for cash and cars and Robin Hood?
I like this so much more. I like Shaw carrying a baby while murdering a bunch of guys on a plane. That's literally all I need. I'm a simple man. It's fantastic. I think what's so interesting about Fast and Furious is they moved from dude movies to dude movie. It's like two different kinds of dudes.
It really is.
But it's still perfect. And I think what they are now are more for me than when they were racing. But I think Tokyo Drift is fantastic. Once I'm done, I'll give my ranking. I have a Letterboxd ranking, but I won't do it now. Anyways, last thing I'm watching, and here's my project. Okay? I randomly was like, I want to watch a movie tonight. What am I going to watch? I almost watched the movie we're going to review later, but instead I was like, how about I watch a movie I've always wanted to watch that I've never seen before? Because there's a lot of movies I've never seen before. I finally watched Kill Bill Volume 1.
Whoa!
I finally watched Kill Bill Volume 1, and it was not what I was expecting, but also still incredible, if that makes sense. Where I wasn't expecting it to be so wacky and like just like whimsical. Not whimsical, that's not a good word. Wacky, I'm just gonna settle on. Just a very wacky movie, but it has so much sauce. Like, that movie has so much sauce. And Uma Thurman is so good in that movie. She is sick. Lucy Liu, fantastic. Their fight, peak. Genuinely, I'm sold. I haven't seen Volume 2 yet. I was supposed to watch it last night, and I fell asleep. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. So I'm clear. The ending of the movie, like at the end when Bill is talking, and I'm going to spoil it because it's old. And when Bill is like, does she know that her kid is alive? And then it ends, and I'm like, no way. I have to watch that. Fantastic movie. I thought it was super good, and I can't wait. So here... Oh, and I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. I'd probably give it like a 9 out of 10, very close to a 10 out of 10. I think because it wasn't what I was expecting, it kind of threw me off a little bit. Once I settled into that, what it like was going to be, I was like, all right, I love this a lot. It's really good. Also, the animated scene like was wow. It was just perfect. That was where I was like, yeah, this is me. This is my movie for sure.
Kill Bill's different, bro.
Here, I made a list on Letterboxd, all right? So I'm talking to the camera. I made a list on Letterboxd. Usually, when I rank movies on Letterboxd, I just go by the year. It's like, hey, here's my 2026 movie ranking. Only movies that come out in 2026, I'm going to rank and whatever. But I made a second list this year. And this is what I'm calling it. I called it 2026 Homework. Okay? I have a big Letterboxd watch list.
Ooh.
A bunch of classics, a bunch of movies I think I'd like, a bunch of movies I just should watch because we do this podcast. I am going to try and go through as many as I can this year. And at the end of the year, I will say how many I watched and which ones were my favorite. Mm-hmm. So I need your help. I need your help. And I need your help. I was pointing at Tyler. I'm pointing down. Yeah. Recommend me movies.
Oh, yeah.
There is a lot on my list already. So you might say, Isaiah, you should watch Breakfast Club. Don't worry. It's already on my list. Mm-hmm. You should watch all 3 Back to the Futures. Don't worry. It's already on my list. I've never seen one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying is I
can't wait to review that.
A lot of movies. So I made this 2026 homework list because I want to try and slowly go through them. Mm-hmm. Right now I'm on an action kick. I'm going to watch Kill Bill Volume 2. This movie called The Raid looks awesome, and I really want to watch The Raid. Old Boy I feel like is a movie that I think I'd be obsessed with. So I'm going through action stuff right now. Then I'll probably pivot to something else, whatever. We'll figure it out. This is my thing. Who knows? At the end, I could get to 15 and I only watched 15 movies that I should watch, and that sucks. Or I get to 70 and now I'm this film buff that like no one can mess with me on. I doubt that's gonna happen, but it could happen. So help me and join me on this beautiful, hopefully fun journey. Unless I just hate it at the end.
This is
and I'm
gonna
like,
be
dude,
fun.
what if I get to the end and I'm like, I hate movies. I think I'm done. You know, I'm
just walks off the set. This is my last time recording.
At some point, I'm gonna watch so many movies that I have to start watching garbage movies. Mm-hmm. I've done a lot of deep research. I've looked at Letterboxd top 100s. I've looked at IMDb's best movies ever. Like I've added stuff that interests me. I didn't just add everything because I'm like, I don't really want to watch that movie. You know, I don't really care. But I did a movie that I'm like, I don't really know if I want to watch, but I should watch. I added The Godfather. I should probably watch The Godfather. You know, maybe I should. Mm-hmm. Do I really want to watch it? Maybe. You know, but I added it anyway.
I want to hear your take on it.
Yeah,
I do.
So stay tuned. Next week, I'll talk about Kill Bill Volume 2 and maybe one other movie if I watch it. So we'll see.
I think it should be The Godfather after Kill Bill. I'm interested to see your take on that.
We'll see. But anyways, that's it. That's all I've done. Phil, let's get into the podcast proper now. We have a show, more a web series, and a movie on Netflix that we're going to review, plus a fun little 2026 movie draft. So let's get straight into it, Phil. Let's start with a web series called The Comic Shop.
Woo!
All right. Phil, do you want to give some background on the creator and what this is properly? Because I don't have anything written down.
Honestly, I don't have too much, but I could talk about it.
All right. First, just explain what is it? What's the show? What kind of show is it? Go into it. Let's do this.
So basically, there is this show on this YouTube channel called Awkward Virgo TV, and it is called The Comic Shop. And it is a comic shop owned by a black woman and a black man named Keith, and I believe Jessica. Yes. Might be tripping. Okay, it's Jessica. And it is probably...
No, Stephanie.
Stephanie. I am so sorry. Stephanie. And it is so funny. So funny. Like, this show should be on television. It is very well, like, made, very well choreographed, too. And even the camera angles are just like The Office and everything, but it has a lot of energy, a lot of really good jokes, a lot of very well put guest stars too, and I really liked it.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think of what else to put on this. Like, I just think that it's a very good web series. Like, it came out of, like, my friend Tyler right there told me about it, and I was like, I'm gonna watch it. And I'm very glad I watched this. And it's also 6 episodes.
It's
so
short.
It's easy to watch.
It's short. And what's really important is I think it's super easy to watch because it's just on YouTube. Everyone has YouTube. If you don't have YouTube, how are you watching this? Spotify. Oh, yeah. But it's super easy to watch. And I think it's what makes it really good and I think easy to watch is the kind of TV it is.
Yeah.
It's a workplace comedy. Who hasn't seen The Office? Who hasn't seen Parks and Rec? Who hasn't seen all these shows that we've seen so many times? It's very easy to watch. Oh, yeah. And the episodes are 14 minutes. One episode being 12 minutes. Mm-hmm. So it's not that long either. It's not a super big time commitment. Here's my take.
Yeah.
I liked it. I didn't love it. Mm-hmm. I thought it was good. I really enjoyed it. And I actually really appreciated the quality of it.
Oh, yeah.
Super high quality, actually. Like, everyone that was working on this knew what they were doing. Mm-hmm. They knew how to produce a show like this, and they made it work great. honestly, I think there just wasn't a lot of laugh out loud moments for me where I was just like, man, like it's probably not in that space. But for what it is, deeply impressed with what they were able to make because it's fantastic. And I recommend everyone watch it because, again, easy to watch. And let's lift up some people that are doing some really cool stuff because they're doing some really, really, really cool stuff.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I had a lot of laugh out loud moments. Like
Can you hit me with some?
That first episode, like when they're trying to work out like how this is all gonna work out with the the special, because this episode it was obviously the pilot, but they were doing a special type of opening with
Free Comic Book Day.
It was Free Comic Book Day,
which is a very real day. If you didn't know that,
I didn't know about that.
That's a very real day, yeah.
But they had a guest star coming, or not a guest star, but a famous comic book writer coming. And the way I believe they were coming late and they were trying to figure out how to keep these people going because at this point they're not really profiting off of just being their own store. So Keith is my favorite part of that episode because everything he's trying to do, I think he's the one who brings the energy. Same with Connor.
Yeah.
Because those two together,
They're
I thought
so
it was going to
funny.
be those two as a dynamic do the whole time. It turned out to be everyone, but that episode, like going outside and them starting to rap and everybody's booing them, and then they're still trying to keep the crowd there. And then somebody throws something at Keith, and he's like, "Ha, you missed!" And then when he finally gets hit, he goes, "Oof!" I laughed out loud at that part because the way, like, you know, it could have just been like it hits him and it just goes, "Ow" or something, but it hits him, and he just falls over, and I'm like, okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Another moment, just off the top of my head, was when Dave is coming in, and this is just at the top of my head because I finished it, but Dave, the worker in the last episode, comes in, and Connor, just out of the blue, he's one of my favorite characters in the show, Keith and Connor, but he just goes up and he's like, "I'm gonna make you my B." And I was
that
like,
was so funny.
That came out of nowhere.
That one got me. That one I started laughing. I was like, that's a good
Because the whole show he says some out of pocket stuff, but I'm like, that's just random.
Yeah.
Like I didn't expect him to say that. And then I forgot the name of the one woman.
Dominique.
I love Dominique. I just love all of them. Like, they're so funny. But her even going up and even that one phrase she said when they are, I believe it was the Comic Thief episode, when Keith says he's going to lock it down. And then Connor said, Dominique comes up and she's like, "I'll be your Nightwing. But also I'll be the one with the surprisingly fat." And I died when she said that. And then everybody's looking at her awkward. And then she looks at the camera saying that too. And I'm like, and then when Connor says he's going to be the Joker and he makes a really funny, nice impression. Yeah, exactly.
Connor got me.
That was really funny, bro. Connor's funny out of the blue,
He's
though.
just weird. And I think that's why I liked him. And that's where I wanted to get into my favorite episode is the D&D episode.
Oh,
because
my gosh.
I think a lot of the humor didn't work for me in most instances because I just didn't like connect with a lot of it. Like Connor has a line in I think the first episode when he says, "Look, I'm not trying to be sexist. I just don't think Wonder Woman can lead her own movie." And I'm like, that's hilarious. That's a funny line. And like when he calls Dave his B, that made me laugh too. I was like, good humor, whatever. The D&D episode I thought was such a good episode because of just, I guess, how much I related to it. Like, the entire time, like, the people sitting at the table being on nerds and, like, everyone just being, like, especially Stephanie just being like, "Dude, like, what is this? This is so dumb." I'm like, I'm not her, I'm the nerds. And the way they're talking, they're like, "A scaly? How could you say that to me? He's a dragonborn." I'm like, perfect humor. That's hilarious. That's for me. And that episode, I think is also the shortest episode.
I think so.
Probably my favorite episode, hands down. Thought that episode was really good, and I thought the final episode was super good too with Dave. I thought it was a really funny episode.
Oh, yeah. I really did, but I'm not gonna lie, man. The energy that this show gave me, I like way more, and I thought it was much better than the paper.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be for real.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was much better than the paper, and I think that's the type of thing, like, at least with me personally, what I want to look for in a show is if you're gonna be like, you said a mockumentary?
Yeah.
I think it needs to come out with that type of energy. It needs to be very like random, very like, because, you know, we saw it's a comic shop, and obviously comic shops are going to sell comics, but I want to know more about these characters. And with the paper, I mean, I liked it. I did, but I didn't love it because it was very mellow, very like, we're going to build out these characters and then we're going to probably give you more energy later. I think this one going straight into, we got 6 episodes, what's the crazy stuff we do? And that's exactly what they did with these 6 episodes. I loved.
I think what's so interesting is I think the paper and the show are like two opposites to each other. And I think both have like a really interesting, like, they have a really interesting difference. The paper, I feel like their characters are super mellow and they don't have strong personalities. I think most characters in the show did not have a strong personality at all. I think they're very normal people.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what The Office was too.
Oh, yeah.
But I think The Office had a little bit more creativity with it.
That's what made The Office so good.
Like
though.
you had,
the
but you
energy
had
out
a
of the
Michael
blue.
Scott and you had a Dwight. Paper didn't really have that.
Mm-hmm.
The comic shop, all the characters have such strong personalities. Very
Yes.
strong personalities. Like you know what kind of person that is just by like listening to them talk for a minute,
Mm-hmm.
you know? I think my gripe with it, and I think you like it because of it, is the show moves really fast.
Yes.
To me, that was starting to bug me a little bit.
For
and It was
real?
just, well, I was getting overwhelmed watching.
Oh,
I was
okay.
like, all right, like we need to like slow down. I want to live in some of the jokes a little bit more. I don't want to just keep cutting and cutting and cutting. And I think that's just a runtime thing. I think it also might just be the way it's written, the way their humor works. It's not completely for me, but when it does have those one-liners and they hit, you're right, they do hit. So I really appreciated the show, and I think it's great. And I'll 100% watch the second season, for sure.
I also like the guest stars.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like in the first 2 episodes, I think we were talking about it before because there was, remember Stephanie's ex-girlfriend?
Yes.
She actually, I recognize her from another show. And I
Riverdale?
hope I'm right, but I think she was in Riverdale.
She is in Riverdale, yeah.
She was one of the Josie and the Pussycats.
I don't know for sure, but I just saw her. She's on Riverdale.
Okay, then definitely she was one of the Pussycats in Riverdale. And I thought she was cool because, you know, Josie and the Pussycats, I used to watch like the cartoon, a little bit of it when it was on Boomerang. And so when Riverdale was incorporating that in, I thought that was cool. And I like how they gave different arcs. So she plays one of the characters who starts dating Archie, and they gave her a pretty cool arc. And they made her like super interesting. And I seeing her again pop up, because she was very chill and mellow in Riverdale. Having her come in here being the insane girlfriend who's trying to like mess with, or ex-girlfriend who's trying to mess with Stephanie's business, I thought was insanely funny whenever she pop up.
Yeah.
That's probably another reason why I like the first episode so much, because she just pop up out of nowhere and be like, oh, you're failing? Good. That's how I want it to be. And I was like,
I think another really big one was the last episode with Carrie Payton, the guy that plays.
Oh, yeah.
The guy that plays Cyborg.
I knew
and
it!
Black Samson.
I knew it!
I picked it up immediately. His voice is so distinct. Where I was
Exactly.
just like, is that Cyborg? And then I looked. I was like, yeah, cool. Black Samson on the Invincible too. Like, really cool to have him in it. A character. An actor. I would have never expected.
Exactly.
To be in a show because he's just like he's so big, but it makes so much sense when you find out that Zeno Robinson, who plays Keith, also voices Hawks on My Hero
is
Academia,
still so
and is a very
nuts.
prominent voice actor. I picked that up in the second episode where he was talking, and I'm like, I know that voice. Who is that? Does this show have an IMDb page? And I was like looking, and I'm like, wait, okay. Oh my gosh, yeah, that makes so much sense. It clicks. Another big actor who's in it, Raul Coley, which was weird and insane. I was like, what are you doing here? And a niche one. Watch this. Ready? I'm gonna get super cool. Ready? A niche, like famous person that was in the comic book shop is Alana Pierce. Alana, journalist.
wait, Alana Pierce. Oh, my bad. I thought you were talking about somebody else.
Journalist on IGN, then became her own content creator. Most recently has gone into directing and acting in some video games. Specifically, she was recently in Dispatch. She plays the demon lady Malevola. Seeing her in this show caught me so off guard because I was like, what the heck are you doing here? I was watching this at like, and I don't mean that about it. I mean that the best way possible. It's like 12 a.m. and I'm like watching this and I'm like, what the heck? Like, what is that? And then she talks and I'm like, yep, that's Alana. What the heck? That's so cool. I've been watching Alana, not forever. She pops up in a lot of podcasts I watch, so I've listened to her talk so many times. So it's just a really cool thing. But yeah, genuinely surprised. And there's probably some other famous people we don't even know. But I thought that was really cool that they just had all these special guests.
I thought this was impressive.
Yeah.
I thought this was very well done. And I can't wait, just like you, I can't wait for season 2, but
Someone buy this show. Someone give them money.
really, please, this was good. This was
Yeah.
a very good idea, and I hope they get like 5 or 6 seasons, maybe more after that, but I think this could turn into something.
Yeah, I think there's
really
100%
could.
potential for it to like be on a streaming platform.
Oh,
Like, this
1000%.
has that energy, I think. Like, even if it's not for everyone, I think like a good chunk of people would enjoy not only style, because I think it's super easy to get into, but also comic books, man. I want more comic book jokes though. I want more comic book jokes.
I thought they did a pretty decent job.
I mean, there's a
with
good
couple
few,
of
but I
them.
think I was just expecting way more, and I'm like, I want more. I want more of my humor. Get that in there, you know? Throw it in there. Because when they did make the jokes, I was laughing. I was like, that's a good joke.
I'm
Again,
never
the
gonna
Wonder
get-
Woman comment was hilarious.
I like the show a lot.
Yeah.
though.
Really good show. Really enjoyed it. Did a great job, guys. Keep killing it. Do we know when the second season comes out?
No, I don't think so, but I mean, they're working on it. So I mean,
Take your time.
They told us.
Take your time, do your thing. It came out this year, so I doubt it will be, or not this year technically. 4 months ago, right? Something like that. 5 months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say 4 months.
Yeah. So there you go. Watch the comic shop. Super easy to watch, and you'll have a great time. At the very least, you'll have a really good time. So highly recommend watching it. Yeah. All right, Phil. You watched a movie.
Yes, I did.
Called People We Meet on Vacation.
Yes, you got it on the money.
I did. Yeah, killed that. Let me give them just the basis on what's going on, right? I was seeing ads for this movie everywhere, literally everywhere. And I'm like, dude, this movie's probably going to suck. I was like, this movie's probably going to suck. You know, realistically, look, it's a Netflix rom-com. I'm like, I don't really have a lot of confidence in Netflix. I know they make some good things, and maybe I'm just a hater, but I was like, it's not going to be that good. At the very least, it's going to be enjoyable for the audience that likes rom-coms.
Yeah.
Comes out, people that I know are watching it, highly rating it. 3.5, 4 stars. I saw 4.5. I'm like, all right, chill out. Can't be that good. And I'm like, all right, I want to see what everyone is saying. I click on the Letterboxd, and it went down, but it's not by that much. It was a 3.5. It's at a 3.4 out of 5 stars on Letterboxd.
That's
and I'm
really
like,
good.
dude, the majority of people giving it 4 out of 5 stars. And I'm like, is this movie good? Is this a movie I need to watch? Phil, sell me on the movie.
My bad, I had to burp.
Yeah, it's okay.
Bro, this movie actually surprised me. Like, it actually did. Like, I'm getting ready. I'm like, all right, next up. I finished a couple episodes of Stranger Things. I'm like, all right, let me watch this movie because I need to review this. I need to understand because just like you, I see the ads everywhere. I'm like, I gotta check this out. I put it on. I turn on some 2K, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna listen in because it's a rom-com. What could I miss? While I'm playing 2K, in the middle of it over and over again, I'm pausing the game because I'm playing story mode, and I'm just like, oh wait, something's happening that I really need to pay attention to. I play it again. I turn on the game again. I gotta pause it again, and it happens over and over and over again. So I'm like, I'm just gonna watch the movie, bro. I need to pause it. This movie does a really good job of telling you who the two main characters are, showing you what their personalities are, and even giving you good background of like why they are who they are from the jump. Because it does a thing that I liked, and I was talking to Tyler about it. It does a really cool editing choice of giving you a situation at the start. It's pretty awkward, but they're explaining why it's awkward throughout. And I like that. But what I liked most about it is the two main actors in it, Emily Bader and Tom Bliff. Emily Bader plays Poppy in this movie. She was probably my favorite character in this movie. Tom Bliff plays Alex, who was also a really good character, but he wasn't my favorite, but he was still right there.
Yeah.
Their chemistry was very good. Their characters were very well written. That's another thing I want to compliment on it. The script was really good. The plot, like Poppy's what she's dealing with, what her problem is, was very to me was pretty real and actually very essential for the story, because Alex's character is the exact opposite. And I know in rom-coms or whatever that's gonna happen. Two of the characters
Opposites attract.
Opposites attract or something like that. But in this one, it felt like something that could really happen and was just executed very well. I think that this movie does need a higher rating because it was just very well done. It was very I want to say just really addicting. I got addicted to it. Like right when I turned off 2K, I'm just really like paying attention to everything that's going on, and just the sequence of events that, because I mean the people we meet on vacation, they keep going on different vacations and stuff, but what they're doing on the vacations and how they're interacting with each other is just really cool and nice to watch. Like it's a cute movie, but it also is a cute movie that has a very well done story. Like I was shook, I was surprised because I was thinking it was just gonna be a cheesy little rom-com.
And that's exactly what I was expecting too. That's why I was like, dude, I'm not gonna watch this movie.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting. I was expecting it just to be a cheesy little rom-com that Netflix is putting out. That's one of its Netflix movies. You guys know what I'm talking about, but it turned out to be more than that to me. It was very well put together. I know I keep saying it. I'm just trying not to spoil it for you because it just does things really well with their characters, and it grows, or it keeps expanding who they are throughout. And then right when the final moment comes up, all the choices that they make to get to the final like point was done really well. Like there was a scene that happens at the end where a character's running, and then another character has to catch up to them.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a little hint. But the way that scene was executed and played out, I really liked. I got a little excited when it happened too. I was like, that was a good job.
Yeah.
That was a good point right there. But there are a lot of like points in it where certain quotes hit at the very right moment too.
Yeah.
Like it's like realization points too, which is what I liked about it. But this movie is very well done. I think one of the coolest things too about it was after I finished the movie, I go outside and I'm walking over my car because I'm gonna go get something, and I look into a window somewhere because where I live there's some dorms and stuff, and I look in the window and there's a group of people watching this movie, and I was like,
you run in there, you're like, oh guys,
because I finished my review and I gave it its rating, and I was like, oh, I feel pretty good about it, and then when I see that, I was like, okay, I feel very good, and then even today, later on in the middle of the day, I see other people watching it somewhere. And I was like, okay, this movie is it's getting attention, but I thought that was really cool. But it's valid. I think the people giving it 3.5s and 4s or whatever, 7, 8, 9s. 7, 8, 9. I was on I'm doing it. I don't care. It happened. I'm in the moment. But giving it that type of rating, like I think it's valid.
Yeah.
Because I think it really is a good movie.
My last question really fast is, I think some of the best romantic comedies are like a really good balance of like the comedy and then like some good drama stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think of La La Land, like especially like La La Land is so funny, but then like when it's serious and real, it's freaking serious and real. How would you scale that movie? Do you think it's more of a comedy, or do you think they have some pretty solid drama moments?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say without a doubt, it's definitely more of a comedy, especially for comparing it to La La Land. It doesn't touch La La Land. I'm sorry, La La Land was a much better movie.
Just an example. I know it's like the best.
I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna compare it to that.
I just meant more so in the sense that like, how does it balance that like drama and like emotion stuff with the same like comedy genre that it is?
It does a very good job because at the beginning, it's full comedy, like full cuteness, full whatever. But then when you get later, I want to say into the last like 40 minutes of the movie, it's still comedy, but it's very much more like, I want to say 80% drama, 20% comedy. Mm-hmm. And it's like I said, this movie hits the right key moments at the right time. Like when it needs to get serious, it gets serious. When it needs to be funny, it gets funny. And when it needs to be both, it executes it perfectly.
Cool.
Perfectly. But I thought it was a really good movie.
Yeah.
Like so far, I mean, I know this is technically the second movie I watched in 2026. It's in my top 10.
Yeah.
It's in my top 10. But it was very well done. Very well done movie. And I would watch it again, actually.
Nice.
I would.
All right. Then I'll probably check it out.
I think you should.
I'm going to watch it, Might as well keep up with you as much as I can before school starts. So I think I'll give it a try. It's not that long, right? Like an hour 40?
Hour 40.
Yeah.
Hour 40, hour 50.
Yeah. There's your review for people we meet on vacation.
Please go watch it.
Please go watch it on your phone, iPad, and the way Netflix wants you to watch movies, watch it on your phone. Or, in fact, watch it illegally. Just kidding. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Because that's how Netflix wants you to watch movies.
On your phone.
Not in the theater. Anywhere else.
That too. So technically they're promoting it.
Yeah. Anyways, we're going to do our annual cut really fast before we get into our movie draft. 3, 2, 1, cut. And we're back from our annual cut. I forgot something, Phil.
What did you forget?
We wanted to do a full review of The Long Walk now that I've seen it. A little late, very late actually, but it's like, hey, why not, Phil? Let's talk about this movie that I loved, and I know you really, really loved too.
Yeah, I didn't think we had enough time to talk about it too.
Yeah, I mean, look, to be fair, I watched it super late, and we didn't. Yeah, I feel like when I talked about it in top 10, that was it, and then it was like, dang. Mm-hmm. So let's just do a full discussion on it, Phil. Let's talk about what we want, what we thought. Let's go act for act, and get to the end of this movie. Mm-hmm. Let's have a good time.
Oh man!
All right, so we're gonna open, right? The opening scene with our main character, I forgot his name.
Cooper Hoffman, who was playing. I forgot his name.
Let's go. Already starting off strong. We're killing.
Oh wow, that sucks. I forgot. It was like. Because there was, I even forgot David Johnson's character's name.
That's why we're going to pull everything up.
No, I got you.
Bear with us.
It was Ray and Peter.
There we go.
Or Pete.
Raymond. Oh, yeah, Ray. All right. Opening up with Ray and his mom was already a lot for me. You know, it's funny. So the movie opens with his mom driving him to the long walk. And she's like, you know what? You could just leave. You don't need to do this. It's fine. And he's like, no, Mom, that's what I got to do. You know, I got to do what I got to do. And gosh, dude, that conversation to them getting out of the car and him like hugging her and being like, all right, Mom, I love you. And she's like, no, please don't go. Like, please don't go. I was like, all right, I'm seated. We're in for a wild ride. We're in for a ride that I think is going to actually like mess me up very hard.
We're in for a long walk.
We're in for a long walk.
Yeah.
We're in for a long walk. I think that was probably, out of last year, one of the strongest openings to a movie I've seen. I think a lot of movies, I even think of a movie like Sinners, which I imagine everyone's tired of us talking about. It's 2026, I'm still going to talk about Sinners. I think Sinners kind of starts pretty slow outside of the like opening with like them showing like at the end of the movie or whatever. But the movie takes its time. Long Walk gets going immediately.
Oh, yeah.
To get in, we get established to all of our guys that we're all going to watch them walk together. And, you know, you're kind of already choosing who you like and who you don't like. You know, you're like, hey, that guy over there, kind of a douchebag. You know, the guy that's going to be the third place guy, the guy that ends up being, spoilers for the Long Walk, that's ended up going to be the major son. You're like, I don't like that guy. That guy kind of sucks. You know, and you're getting the, forgetting the Asian character's name. What was his name again?
Oh, you talking about Hank.
Hank, yeah, Hank.
Number 46.
Hank, Mr. Ben Wing himself. Kills it. I'm like, I like that guy. He's my guy, you know?
Karate Kid.
Yeah, and then you get to the Walkman, and that's when the movie just kind of goes. You know what's funny is I think a movie like this is so interesting because I don't think you would expect a movie with a bunch of guys walking to be as interesting or compelling as it is, you know? I think there was an era of time when I think this fit a vibe of like, The Maze Runner and Hunger Games and Divergent, even though Divergent is whatever, you know, it hit that kind of like area for me and time period in movies where it just felt like that vibe, that dystopian sort of style thing. And I think if this movie came out then, I think it would have overtaken Hunger Games, you know, like we would have been like, dude, this movie, hot take, I think is better than Hunger Games. I'm going to throw it out there. No.
I'm still going to take Hunger Games.
Look.
The first one.
Hunger Games.
And probably the second one, too.
The second one's great. First one's great. I'm a Long Walk guy, all right? I'm going to get my hot take out there. I think the Long Walk out of our dystopian movies that we get is just phenomenal. Wow. I think it's a really strong movie. I think it gets me more connected with these characters than I ever really did in the Hunger Games. And I really like the Hunger Games. I think the Rue moment is literally iconic, you know, and everyone, you know, doing the thing in the sky, people start fighting. It's a great scene. It's a phenomenal movie, and I love its commentary. I think the Long Walk, I just got so much more connected with these characters because it's so much about heart-to-hearts and just talking. Just hanging out, having a good time. And then when things get hard, it gets hard, you know? And I just felt like the Hunger Games never really did that for me.
No, I gotta disagree on that.
It has its moments. No, it has its moments for sure. But I think it's all doom and gloom basically the whole time.
But that's what like gets you into the movie. Like even that nightmare Katniss wakes up from, and then like you're thinking, okay, now all willy-nilly happy, like folklore type of music in District 12. But no, it's just depressing. They're so like the poverty's so bad they gotta trade things. And then even the choice I love in the Hunger Games too. And once again, I'm not discrediting the Long Walk. Long Walk is amazing, but the choice I love in the Hunger Games is the soundtrack is barely played a lot of times in that movie.
The soundtrack
is so silent. Yeah. So even when you get to the choosing or the volunteering part, or even becoming a tribute, is crazy like tension. Because then you have the Capitol people coming up. Oh, welcome to the 74th or whatever it was Hunger Games, and everybody's just like, not even looking at it, just depressed because they don't want to be chosen. Like that type of tension is crazy, and it's every single second. It overlaps. Even in the second movie, it does a good job of keeping that going. Because even when you win, you don't win. But like the Long Walk, I know it's pretty much the same kind of, but it's a different type of contest.
It's for sure, and I think valid. And again, I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not saying that Hunger Games is awful. I love the Hunger Games so much.
Oh, I get you.
But I just think the Long Walk is it's very me. You know, it's a very much a me movie. It's a movie that I like can resonate with so hard because it's so good at making its characters so likable. Oh, yeah. You know? It's so good at just, like, having a bunch of dudes hanging out, talking about what they want to do, what their dreams are, what they like to do when they're bored, you know, things like that. And you just kind of connect with that because I just feel like that was so real.
Yeah.
And I think the Hunger Games tackles some like super like good issues. You know, like it really tackles it, really gets into it. It does a great job of having a conversation on the issues that it does. But I just felt like The Long Walk makes me care about these characters more than the Hunger Games did. You know, outside of Rue. You know, but Rue is a very rare example because it's like this little girl that's playing in the Hunger Games. This shouldn't be the case, you know?
That is true.
And that's why that scene hits so hard, you know? Because it's like, this is an awful situation. The Long Walk is a group of adults, yeah, like pretty much adults.
Like young adults.
Young adults. And the whole time, every single time anything happens to them, I'm like, dude, like, holy crap. In the Hunger Games, there's characters you're like, pfft, don't care, you suck, you're awful, true. You know? Even the characters that suck, you're like, no, there's layers there.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is hard to watch, you know? And I just really appreciate that movie for making every character, like giving every single character a spotlight to really be like, no, there's more layers to you.
That is true. That is true. I will agree with you on that because there were so many times when they're just walking, and I was worried for a sec that I was just going to see a bunch of quiet walking that's not going to mean anything. But even when it did get quiet, those moments of them just even trying to like take a little breather, like just be by themselves for a second, is very valid. Because what they're witnessing, even at the beginning moment where they're thinking like, okay, let's go on a walk, and then that first kid dies, is just heartbreaking. Because it's like, bro got a Charlie horse.
Yeah. Oh my.
He got a Charlie horse. Like, dang. Like, really, it's unlucky. Not even, he didn't even do anything, nobody. He just got a Charlie horse. And then just for him to get shot, it just sucked. So then I remember watching that at Comic-Con because I watched the first 15 minutes.
That's right.
And bro, that beginning, like, I still can't get over it. Like, I was so excited when it got past the point that it stopped it at. Because they went over the part where he got shot. They didn't show us that part. And they keep the movie going. And it's just like, oh my gosh, I don't think I'm really ready for this. I remember telling my friend on the side, I'm like, this is where they stopped it at Comic-Con. I don't think I can do the rest of this, bro. And you're right. Like, I think that the competitors, you 1000% care more about all those 50 guys. You care way more than just Katniss, Peeta, Rue, and everybody else. Like, I think everybody else are just like, can you die so that these people can live?
Yeah.
But with this one, it's like, I kind of want to see if there's a way for at least 5 of them to live. At least. Spoiler alert.
No.
That doesn't happen, and it's very sad.
And I love that movie for that. I like that the movie doesn't try and twist the rules and be like, oh, like 2 people win, you know? I like that they commit to the one person winning because it adds a level of tension to the movie where you're just like, yeah, it doesn't seem like they're going the direction that they're going to find a loophole. It very much feels like, hey, only one of us can go, and who's it going to be? And it got me. I genuinely was like, Ray's gonna win, 100%. He like every time they talk, I'm like, oh well, you have to do this still. Plot wise, it makes sense if you need to do that. Hey, you have your mom to live for, all this and that. And I'm like, yeah, it just makes so much sense. No, and that's why I love this movie so much. And I just think that was super strong, dude. This movie made Hill scary. Do you remember the scene when it's nighttime?
Oh no!
And you see like the hill.
Oh, I don't want to think about that scene.
Like,
oh my gosh. Oh my. That messed me up.
And he had 2 strikes. Bro, and it's like one more strike, you're done.
When the soldier was trailing him, going like, they're like, Garrett, you better pick it up. Garrett, you better pick it up. And he's just aiming the gun at them while he's trying to speed up. I'm like, bro, it's the middle of the night. Them even having no sleep in the middle of that was crazy. And wasn't it raining?
Yes, and later.
Oh yeah, my bad. They were just, oh my gosh. And then you seeing all those kids fall after they got shot, I'm like.
And that's where it really sets in, I feel like. It sets in hard. Because it's like, how many of us are left? Like 13. That's it. You know, like most people died on that hill, you know? Man. And I just, gosh, dude, that movie, it's just such a hard watch. And I think that's why I like it so much. Genuinely, I think it's a movie I'll talk about forever. I love it so much. What'd you think of the pooping scene?
Oh, man. I mean, it was tough, but it was kind of expected. I didn't think it was, like, as gross, to be honest, as I thought it was going to be.
How do you do that?
That's why I was kind of wondering, because I was like, how do you stop for that quick second, just get it all out, and then just keep going?
No, I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about the guy with diarrhea. Like, while he's walking, and he's like...
Oh!
Like, it's just flowing, you know?
Well, I mean... I don't know, because then your body's kind of... I know somebody posted something talking about what your body's like after walking.
Oh, really?
I remember reading it, and I was like, okay, that's valid, and that was one of the side effects of it.
Interesting.
When you really have to use the bathroom. I was like, okay, that sucks, and I would never do this contest. Never. I wouldn't even survive. I'm not gonna lie. Them walking for that long, I was thinking like, not just like I'm glad I'm sitting in a chair watching this. I was thinking I don't think I could survive like a whole 12, maybe even 6 hours of
I
that.
think I get 10 miles and that's it, and I'm dead. I think that's it for me, you know?
I think I could do 10. I just think that after that, I'm really skating on thin ice.
Do you remember when the movie was coming out? I think this was like during their like marketing phase when they were inviting people to walk the whole movie, and if you stopped, you had to walk out. You think you could do it?
I'm not gonna lie. If I was watching that movie while walking, I couldn't do it.
Oh, I could do it. I'd kill it. I was kind of upset. I was watching it, and I'm like, oh, I would have killed in that competition. I would have won.
I would want to try it, but at the same time, while I'm watching that movie and I'm just like walking, because at first, whenever people were dying, or even when you saw like people's ankles getting like messed up,
dude, no,
I was sitting in my chair going like,
sucks.
oh, holding my legs. So imagine me walking on a treadmill while feeling a little bit of pain, going like, oh no, I'm done. I pressed the stop button so quick.
Dude, the ankle thing was hard. Oh my gosh, our boy, that sucked.
Oh man.
I think one of the nastiest scenes, and it was probably, I think, one of the more milder scenes. I don't know, it hit hard because I think of how much I liked Ray, was when he takes off his shoe and you see his socks, and it's just like, yep, didn't think about that. That makes a lot of sense.
No, when his mom pointed it out.
And then,
oh my gosh.
Like, stop talking, please.
Your feet.
It's so bad, dude. That was a hard scene. And when he runs to his mom and you hear the strike one.
I was like, Greg, keep going. I know, but keep going. I low-key thought he was going to get shot there.
Yeah.
I low-key did.
Dude, just a phenomenal movie. Genuinely. I think what sucks is there were so many good movies last year. I think One Battle After Another, Sinners, Hamnet. Like, you're seeing all these movies get the love that...
Twinless.
Twinless. That, like... But I was gonna say the awards that like they're like getting awards and they're like getting the love that they 100% deserve. I really wish this movie could have gotten more love. And I know it's probably not that kind of movie. Like, it's not the award movie.
It could.
But man, I think in a lesser year it could have been, you know? And it's just a shame that it didn't.
It really is.
I think that ending is one of the best endings too. I think I saw last year.
Also haunting. Like, very haunting.
Dude, oh my gosh. Yeah, and what's crazy is I like that it doesn't try and like explain to you what happens to him after.
Yeah.
You could really, I don't even know, honestly. I was expecting him to walk away and just gunshot dead.
I low-key thought it was going to happen.
And it doesn't happen. So you're kind of just like, well, then what does happen to him, you know?
The world may never know, because think about it. Like, I mean, the game could continue.
It probably will.
It will. They'll find another Mark Hamill, who was also annoying as hell in the movie.
Great.
I'm not going to lie. I was getting mad. I was getting so mad whenever he was like, good job, boys. I was like, shut up. Like, I actually was just like, shut up. My friend was laughing on the side. I was like, please stop talking.
I don't think Mark Hamill gets enough credit, I think, nowadays.
He does a good job.
He's such a good actor, I feel like.
Oh, 100%.
I think there's a lot of really great actors now, and he's definitely like quieted down in terms of live action roles. I think he even still does a lot more animated stuff. I even still actually not as much anymore. But dude, he's a great actor. Like,
oh yeah,
he obviously he'll be remembered forever. He's Luke Skywalker, but like
Joker.
He's a phenomenal actor, and I think that needs to like be talked about more, because in this movie he was great, and I hated him so much. But I'm like, you're great, you know, you're awesome. I love that movie so much, and again, I think when we talk about dystopian movies. When we talk about movies, I think on this podcast, it'll definitely be a talking point for me. It'll definitely be I'll compare everything to The Long Walk, because I love that movie so much.
Yes, and please have better conversations when you are making like dystopian movies, because there's so many times people want to be the next Hunger Games or the next like great movie.
For sure.
And the fact that The Long Walk, who nobody expected to be like that crazy, it was good. It was a good premise, but nobody expected to be this good. Like the conversations the boys had while they were walking kept you in the movie, kept you like really connecting with them. So please, if you're gonna make a dystopian movie, if it's not gonna be Hunger Games level or whatever, give us good dialogue, monologues, anything. Give us good conversations to relate to.
Yeah,
please.
It's definitely because the source material is really strong. Like the book is insane. But I think I agree. I think there was a period of time where everyone was trying to cash in on the Hunger Games thing. Yeah, and that's why you were getting your Maze Runners, My Beloved, Divergent, and like all those kinds of movies. Yeah. And they kind of were just like not good. Yeah. It was like, what are we doing? Except the Maze Runner, it's phenomenal, and they should make the other two books. Like, just like they were just not good, and they kind of are all like, here's Hunger Games, but different setting and kind of a different thing.
Yep.
Here's Hunger Games, but
it was really on the romance side that really started to annoy me a
Oh,
little
for
bit.
sure. Where they're like, you're over pushing like these like unnecessary ones
Yes.
to try and cash in on the whole PETA and Katniss thing. For
Yeah.
sure.
And
For
then
sure.
whatever the boy's name and Katniss, I forgot his other name, Gale.
Gale? Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
But like, you know, I get if you want to like capitalize on the romance part, but it doesn't have to be that. Like,
Yeah.
you just saw The Long Walk, and you just said it's better than The Hunger Games, which, I mean, it's your opinion. I'm just saying, like, that's
Feel free to
just
kill me in
good.
the chat.
That's good writing. That's good execution. That's good plot.
Yeah.
So just focus on giving us either good dialogue, good action, or a good premise.
Yeah.
Just focus on that.
Movie.
No more romance. No more love triangles, please. We are going to be doing a 2026 movie draft. And this is basically how we're going to do it. We have 6 categories along with a wild card pick category. There's going to be different topics for one. I'm going to name them out real quick. So we got to choose one A24 movie, one word titled movie, a Zendaya movie, a video game adaptation movie, a threequel movie, an animated movie, and then to finish it off, a wild card pick, which I believe could be anything. Think of Uno and that card where you could put down anything. But we are going to be going head to head. We're going to build our lineup, our set list, anything, and we're going to let you guys decide which one is better.
Okay.
We had a coin flip at the beginning.
He starts.
I won.
If you can't tell with me not looking at the camera and frantically looking at my phone, Tyler just gave us the categories and I'm freaking out.
Yeah, I'm kind of freaking out a little bit too.
All right, I'm good.
But, oof.
You start. And we're starting with the A24, right?
Oh, wait, do we have to go in order?
In any order you want.
Okay, thank God.
Oh my gosh, that makes it so much harder.
Okay. I have to be careful here because one part of me wants to go video game adaptation because I don't know too much. And I know you will pick off the bat, but I feel like I should go wild card pick because I'm like, I kind of want the movie I want. It's like the number 1 pick. This is the number 1 pick in our draft. This is my LeBron
Go,
James.
pick it. Just pick it.
Ah, okay.
Come on.
You know what? My one wild card pick.
You can't pick your wild card yet.
I can't?
No, you have to do the other 6 first.
Dang it. Okay,
Thank
fine.
God.
Fine.
Okay, actually, I was
fine.
really hoping he would because that was going to clear me up. Thank God. Oh, wait, no, not. Okay, it's just fine. Go.
You
Go,
know
Phil.
what? Technically, I could still pick this movie. I could. And I just really like this movie a lot.
Just pick it.
Okay. For the Zendaya category,
Come on.
I am going to pick Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm going to pick Spider-Man Brand New Day. I just want to pick that one.
Okay, cool.
Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Can you write both of ours down? Because I have my phone. Cool. Okay. For my threequel,
Okay.
I'm taking Dune Messiah.
Okay. All right.
Good pick. Easy.
Messiah.
It's going to be great. This one, he doesn't miss. It's going to be peak.
That's a pretty good pick.
Right?
That's a pretty good
Strong pick. I'm going to knock it out because I know that's going to be up there for one of our picks.
That is true.
There you go.
I actually don't know too many threequels coming out, so that might have
That
killed
was
me.
the only one
That might have
I was
killed
like,
me.
all right, I need to secure that.
I just needed to secure that movie because I knew you were going to choose
Yeah,
it somewhere.
I was.
All right. So next up, I feel like animated. That one can wait. So I kind of want to go A24. But then again, I think you don't know about this movie, so I'm probably going to chill on that. One word title. Oh, this is tough.
It's getting nerve-wracking.
I wonder if I should just go video game adaptation. Oof. Let me just look at this real quick. I am probably going to go with this, all right? I'm going to chill out. I'm going to just be simple with it.
Come on, you're scaring me, bro. You're scaring me.
I am going to go simple here. I'm going to go for video game adaptation, Super Mario Galaxy.
Thank God.
I'm gonna go
Thank
Super
God. That
Mario
wasn't the one I
Galaxy.
wanted. Oh, my God.
I need to just get that out the way.
Oh, thank
I'm going to
God.
go Super Mario Galaxy.
All right. Now I don't got to stress. I don't have to say this one yet. Cool. I'm so happy. I thought you were going to pick the other one that I was really excited for.
Okay.
I'm not going to say it, though.
No, of course not. You
All
can't
right,
do
let's
that.
go. All right, so I picked my threequel. Let's go with my one-word title. I'm taking. Wait, actually, I didn't fact check if this one actually comes out this year. I'm gonna double check.
No,
It was
good.
listed under Letterboxd that it was, but yes, it is. Okay, cool. Doesn't have a release date. But it still counts. It says 2026, so I can draft it. My one-word title, I'm going Robert Eggers' Werewolf.
Oh, okay, that's a good
Strong pick.
That's a
no
very good pick.
Presentation was insane. Really good movie. Whatever. Safe pick. Easy. It's going to be a great movie, and I think especially a lot of film buffs are going to be obsessed with that movie. So if we're talking about quality lists, Dune, Messiah, and Werewolf, I'm already winning.
Oof, this is tough. I have my threequel, but it's not going to be good, so I'm going to save that.
Ooh.
Oh, there's a couple I could choose. Oof, I'm going to go one-word title on this one because there's a couple here I'm seeing that's like, ooh, I got to pick that. I have to.
Go. Come on.
Okay.
Say it.
One-word title.
Oh, no.
You know what? I'm going to choose this movie because I'm very excited for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, oh no, I just saw another one. This is tough. Okay. All right, this one, and oh, that's tough.
Scary list.
Oh my gosh.
For threequel, you could draft Angry Birds 3 if you wanted. That's an option.
Can I actually say I was low-key gonna make
No.
I can't think of any other threequel. I'm just playing. I got you.
I was seeing some.
Let me put this on the side real quick. Okay, you know what? Let me just go one-word title because I feel like you might steal one of these.
I did already do mine, so I can't.
Oh,
I guess if
never
it does overlap in a category, you
that's
could.
what I mean.
So, yeah,
like you probably take that.
Do it.
So I am probably gonna go with.
And don't try and cheat and say Odyssey. The movie's called The Odyssey, not one word.
I wasn't gonna do that.
Not one word title.
I wasn't gonna do that.
Not one word title.
I'm not a cheater. You know what? Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna go Michael for one word title.
Oh, good pick.
I'm gonna
go
Michael.
pick. Now I almost said two.
Bro,
I almost said that. Yeah.
I was thinking about it, and I was thinking of another movie, but I'm like, nah. I'm gonna wait. Wait.
Okay, ready? I'm gonna piss you off.
Okay.
Because I think this is your A24 pick, but I'm picking it for my Zendaya pick. Or did I already do my? No, I didn't. Yeah.
You didn't.
I'm gonna pick the drama for my Zendaya pick. Easy. Again, two strong leads: Robert Pattinson, Zendaya, in a what seems to be weird movie, and it's cashing in on an audience that is definitely gonna watch the movies just for them. There you go.
That was a very good pick. I actually was thinking about that one, but I feel like there's A24 always has sneaky movies.
I still have my, and remember, it has to be slated. I have my A24 pick.
All right, let me think on this one because now.
Oh shoot, my suck.
I think there is an A24 movie that I was excited about that I think a little bit more. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Wait, I might be in trouble.
Oh, I think I'm bodying it right now. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I cooked you so hard.
I might be in trouble on that one. I thought you weren't gonna low-key say it, but wait. Okay, you know what? I might be good. Let me just double check. All right, for my A24 pick, I'm gonna go with How to Make a Killing.
Damn it! That was mine. I hate you.
I'm gonna go with How to Make a Killing.
Dang it!
That's why I was low-key thinking I could be safe. I like the drama, but How to Make a Killing looked good.
It does look good. Damn it! That's the one I wanted.
You stole mine, but low-key, How to Make a Killing.
So it was your pick, right? The drama. I knew it.
It was. I was thinking, but I think How to Make a Killing is gonna be as good too.
It looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I won't do my A24 then because I have to figure that one out. Let's see. I have done threequel. I've done Zendaya. I've done one word title. Let's see. I have video game adaptation, animated, and A24. Can I screw you over right now? That's what I want to figure out. I'm thinking of going with my animated pick.
Oh no.
Okay, you said Super Mario for your video game adaptation.
Yep, thank
God. I can't say that. That's fine. I don't need it. Okay? Because there are a few big animated movies coming out, right? And I'm not going to give you any ideas. Ooh, I just saw one that I might go. Okay, I'm gonna say I'm between two. I'm between two for my animated movie. I'm between two for my animated movie, but I think I'm gonna go with this one. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
My animated movie is a studio that has been cooking lately. A studio that hasn't missed.
Okay.
A studio that literally, I can't remember last time they made a bad movie.
Uh-huh.
You know, maybe their worst movie, Emoji Movie, but they have now made instant classics like K-pop Demon Hunters, Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse, Mitchell vs. the Machines. I'm going GOAT for my animated movie.
Okay, all right.
There you go.
I kind of knew you were going with that.
No, I was actually gonna
kinda
say
knew.
I was gonna say Hoppers, but no.
You see,
I'm gonna play the safe pick.
I thought I was screwed for a second. I thought in the animated category, GOAT is the only choice.
Oh no, what
But there are a lot of really good movies coming out. A lot. And there's one that happens to be my favorite ever since I was a kid. And this one takes place in the boroughs of New York. Give me TMNT Echoes of the Ooze.
Wait, does that come out this year?
2026.
Wait, is that the new
Yep.
mini? Really?
Can we get a check on
Let's get a fact
Check
check.
it. Check it.
I don't think so.
If it doesn't, I have another pick just in case.
Wikipedia?
Let me check real quick. Could have sworn it said on the list
I don't think so.
2026. But if it doesn't, I'll choose another movie. It's all good. I got another one.
Let's see. Are you fact checking? It's kind of harder for me. Okay, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem 2. That one, 2027. What one did you say?
Secret of the Ooze.
I
Secrets of the
think
Ooze.
that is
Unless it got delayed, because it said 2026.
Secret of the Ooze is the original movie from 1991. So
Never mind. I'm going with Means 3.
Perfect.
Screwed that up.
Perfect. Working I'm cooking right now. I'm cooking. All right, let's do this.
I
Let's
low-key
see.
thought it said, my bad.
I
my fault.
Okay, I'll do my video game adaptation. Let's do this. Let's get this out of the way. Probably the video game adaptation I'm most excited for. And it's not Mortal Kombat 2. It's not Street Fighter. It's not even Super Mario Galaxy. It's Zach Krager's Resident Evil.
Oh.
As a massive Resident Evil fan,
Okay.
getting a top of the line horror director, one that's very hot right now. Dude, I couldn't ask for anything more. So let's do this. Finally, a good Resident Evil movie will be here.
Oh, boy.
I figured out this A24 thing.
So now I got to fill out my threequel. And honestly, I kind of like what I can do here. Kind of like these options. Just wondering which one. Imagine I could just be like, nah, I'm not going to do that. This is tough. You know what? I like this movie a lot. And I like this series a lot. So let me go with Jumanji 3.
Interesting pick. All
I'm
right.
going to go with Jumanji 3. I like
Okay.
Jumanji.
For my final pick, I got the A24 movie. I'm going in a couple directions, right? I have Undertone, but that would be cheating because it already has a rating on IMDb. It's at an 8 out of 10 with 123 reviews because they probably did some screening for it. I could do The Moment, which is Charlie XCX's like weird documentary thing that she's doing, but it's not. It's like kind of also a movie, whatever. I could do that. I don't care, so I'm not gonna pick that one. I'm gonna pick a movie that I think looks really cool, that I don't know much about, and might be bad, but I love the cast. I'm gonna go Death of Robin Hood. Expected for this year.
Oh, that's
It's
a good pick.
expected for this year.
That's a very good pick.
So I'm taking it. There you go. Death of Robin Hood.
I like that. That's a good pick.
Yeah. You have one more pick?
I have my
We have a
pick.
wild card.
That's why I low-key thought you... Wait, no, you were in A24.
Yeah,
so
I
it's a
can't-
good position.
You are in a good
There's
position.
actually a lot of good movies I could choose. We're going to have a good wild card pick no matter what.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna have a good
you
wild
have a
card
really
pick.
good advantage though.
This is tough. What do I do here? Because there's two movies I obviously want to choose.
Yeah. I feel like there is two that are
But,
like I have
I kind of want to be weird.
go weird.
Kind of want to.
Do you want to be though? Because I feel like I'm killing you.
Nah. You ain't killing. You should pick your movie. for
No,
the
you have
wild
to go
card pick.
first. You have to go first.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, when I pick mine, you should just pick your movie. Because it's right here. I see it. But you know what? I'm going to be simple with this. I'm going to be simple. Come on. I'm going to be simple. Give me... Just give me the Odyssey.
You're on the
give me the
Odyssey.
Odyssey.
Okay,
Just give me
great
the
pick.
Odyssey.
Great pick. All right. It all ends with me now.
Yep.
There's a few directions I could go. I could go basic. I could speak to the Marvel hoodie that everyone loves to point out in our comments.
I think you're going to do it.
I could say Avengers Doomsday.
Mm-hmm.
But I could also go with a movie that just got a release date, Godzilla -1 or -0, which is probably going to be incredible. I could also go in the direction for Steven Spielberg's next movie, Disclosure Day,
Yep.
because it's there, you know? Even more so, I can go with what's probably guaranteed to be a phenomenal movie, Project Hail Mary.
Yeah. That was when I was low-key thinking
Which
about.
direction do I go? You know what? Let's go Avengers Doomsday. Let's just say it. Let's just say it. I don't care.
do it.
I don't care. You know what? I've hated, and these trailers kind of sold me. I'm a lot more excited now, and maybe I'm a hater. Maybe I'm a loser. But come on, it's Avengers, man.
No, that was a very good
It's
pick.
Avengers, man. You got the Odyssey, so there you go.
I am just shook that I thought those two were going to be off the board instantly.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
Well, you were stressing me out because I thought actually, I don't know. Wait, you couldn't have.
Yeah,
picked
what were
Doomsday.
you stressing me?
Well, I was just
what were you
worried
stressed
the
about?
Zendaya one. I wanted Spider-Man, but it's fine. Not that big of a deal.
I needed Spider-Man. That was my number one
Easy
pick.
pivot. Easy pivot.
That was 1000%
I knew
my
you were
number
gonna
one
get it,
pick.
so I was like, I'm not gonna trip. Video game adaptation. I thought you were gonna say Resident Evil, and that scared me.
I was, but I really like the Super Mario Galaxy one way more. Like watching that trailer, I'm like, it looks incredible, it looks beautiful, and I have to go with it. I'm interested in seeing Zach Kreger's Resident Evil, and I'm gonna be excited about it. But once again, I don't like scary movies that much, and this is Super Mario Galaxy. I love Super Mario Galaxy.
Maybe my expectation is too high. Here's the thing. Super Mario Galaxy is going to be great, and I'm going to have so much fun in the theater watching it. Do I think it's going to be this critically acclaimed masterpiece?
I think it will.
The first one isn't,
think it
Phil.
will.
The first one isn't, and it's Illumination. They don't make critically acclaimed movies. They make great kids movies, though.
It's gonna be critically acclaimed by kids.
I think Resident Evil has potential to finally get acknowledged in like the award conversation if it's great. Will it? Maybe not. Maybe I'm setting high expectations, but I think there's more potential for it than the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I think just because of what it is.
I just think it depends on what it is.
Exactly. We
Yeah,
don't know what it is.
I think it just depends on
but
what it is.
I'm confident in the director. I'm confident in the source material. It's weird. The source material is weird, but if they can ground it, make it a little bit more serious and dark, I'm all for that.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was another episode of the Film Podcast. We review films in a way that anyone can enjoy. Whether you're new to movies or a seasoned fan, you're in the right place. Guys, make sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Spotify for you audio listeners. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing week. Bone Temple, baby!
That's what I low-key thought you were gonna choose.